Hello YouTube, my name is Fez. Welcome to part 2 of my add-on series where we will look at my map and quest add-ons such as NPC Scan and NPC Scan Overlay, Gatherer, and Carbonite. Let's start with Carbonite. Carbonite was the first add-on I ever got. Back in BC, on my first tune, a Night of Warrior, I was level 20 and I had no clue where to go or what to do. This add-on completely changed my life, and I can say with confidence that I would not be playing this game to this day if I didn't find this add-on back then. This add-on is not only a quest helper, it has tons of features that we're going to cover today. To open the Carbonite settings, you can go around your minimap. Your icon should be around your minimap. Right click the C icon or the Carbonite icon and go to options. Now the first thing that you need to know about Carbonite is that it's not being updated by the original creators anymore. It's someone else that's doing it, and he's doing a really good job. Actually, I don't know if it's a he or a she. So he or she is doing a really good job, and I really like the new changes that has done to Carbonite. Right here is the website where you can find the newest version of Carbonite. You can still update it from Curse client, but first you have to go to WoW interface and get the last version from there, or the latest version from there first. Then accept it on your Curse client, and then you're gonna get updates from your Curse client to this Carbonite. Because if you download it from Curse, Curse still has the old version of Carbonite. So let's get into the settings. General settings, I don't show any of this. I hide the action bar griffins even though I don't need to, because I have another bar add-on that I will cover in a different video. And I don't force max camera distance because I'm pretty satisfied with my resolution. But if you have a smaller resolution, you want to zoom out more to see more around you, you can actually activate this, and it's pretty far and pretty nice. There's a big pair around. Alright. Battlegrounds, I do not show the battleground stats because the normal UI already shows it, so I don't believe it's necessary. For fonts though, I do increase the size of fonts. All the fonts that are 10 I increase them to 11, and all the fonts that are 11 I increase them to 13. On Guide and Gather, I don't mess with this at all. Now in maps, this is a big deal right here. Now I do use the map of Carbonite, and as I said before, I probably would not be playing this game if it wasn't for this map specifically. Right now, back in the day, I probably still do suck a lot at gaming, especially when I first get into a game. So when I first get into WoW, I did not know where the hell to go. The original map of WoW did not help me at all, and this is how I got around. First of all, the map of Carbonite is you can zoom in and out and go wherever you want and see all the zones that even the ones that you haven't explored. If you see it's dark where you haven't explored, and where you have explored is light. But the most important thing is that you can zoom in to see the actual texture of the map, and you can easily find caves and stuff like that. So if I came over here, I wanted to find a cave, for example, there's caves over here somewhere. There's a cave right here, so you can actually see the texture of the caves. So you can see that there's a cave right here. So back in the day when there was not even quest tracker from Blizzard, I would actually cut through and follow different places to get to that cave that you could not get to. Like, you did not know how to get to, because the map wasn't explored yet, or it was just hard to get to places. You actually had to find your way around. And with Carbonite, I actually completely avoided that. I completely avoided the having to know your way around, because I completely get lost. And to this day, sometimes if I don't have the map up 60% of the time, I will get lost. So yeah, that's how it is, and this is why it has helped me so much. Another thing that you can do with the map is that you can set like go to. So for example, if I wanted to go back to town, I could right click right here, hit go to, and then I could just follow the arrow and go to town. I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm here for a reason. So that's very nice. Also, as you can see right here, you can see the nodes with that you gather with an add-on called Gather that we'll cover later in this video. You can see places that you have quests, it's not like you can't see that with the map right now. And you can see entrances to dungeons and instances. So there's the entrance to that instance right there. So it's pretty nice. It's really, really nice. And another important thing, I don't have my stuff. What is that called? That looks like a mailbox. That anyone else look at that? It's a It's a freaking, not a mailbox, an envelope. Looks like an envelope. All right. So there's another thing that you can save notes. So you can right click and you can add a note. For example, this is my secret cave. Now it's not so secret anymore. So this is my secret cave. I added a note and it's not showing. It's supposed to show a star, but it's not showing right now. I guess it's bugged or something. But that's the idea. You can add notes and you can save places. For example, the Peak of Serenity, before I made a monk, I did not know that was the monk place. To me, it was like a cool place that I could duel. So I added a note here. I remember that I called it duels. Like I would go there and duel people from the other side. Like from the Lions or Horde, depending on the realm that I was. Alright, so we're done with that part of Carbonite. That was long. I'm sorry, guys. Next part of Carbonite. Oh, still the same part. So here are my settings that I don't really change much on the map part. Let me go through here. No, there is nothing I change in the map part, but the minimap options is different. When you install Carbonite, what's gonna happen is it's gonna ask you if you wanna integrate the Carbonite map into your minimap. I say no, because I like looking at my minimap and the map of Carbonite. So yeah, I like both up. I don't just like one. One is not enough for me. So I don't mess with this part of it. Almost none of these parts I mess with it. What I mess with it is, where is this at? Okay, let's go through this. Always dog, hide, minimap dog square. It's not right here. It's probably in the map options then. So it's in the map options. So if you scroll down, show map name, show title, show all, show map toolbar right here. This is one. I do not show the map toolbar. If you check that, there's gonna be a little toolbar down here that I never use, have ever used. So I just don't check that. Everything else I leave it the same. And now the minimap buttons. This is something that I have used for a while now. Move the minimap buttons into the Carbonite minimap frame, and it's its own frame. It's not like combined with the Carbonite map. I just put it on top of the Carbonite map, but it's its own frame. It creates its own frame, and I find that awesome because I have a lot of add-ons. So all these add-ons right here, they will like get around my map and shit, and I ended up having sexy map for a while, and I don't like it either. Sexy mini map, whatever it's called. So that would hide it when I hover. That would show it only when I hover over. So I don't like that either. So Carbonite came up with this. I don't remember when, but I started using it. So here are my settings. I use it normal. I think I used it for a while. Oh, here's the spacing. Fuck, I messed up the spacing. Okay, we're just gonna leave the spacing at 30. I lock it. You can unlock it and move it around, but I have it locked right there. You can hide. You can completely hide it if you wanted to. I don't like to. I like to show it. But most importantly, down here is that the clock. I get rid of the clock. I don't care about the clock, and the world map because I just press M. So those are the things that I don't hide the calendar because I don't even know how to get to the calendar. So I need the calendar. So I keep that, and I keep the Carbonite minimap button right there for the options because I'm so used to it. But you guys, you don't have to show it now because it's modular. So menus, I don't mess with this. Privacy, I send everything and receive everything. I just don't have any privacy with that. With the skin, I do tool blue, and then I make everything go down all the way almost to 0, just covering the minus sign right there. Okay, tracking HUD, I change this to glow. I hide in BGs. Yes, I hide in BGs. I don't like it in BGs. I don't like Carbonite in BGs at all. Just so you guys know, I don't like it in BGs at all. It's annoying. And other than that, I leave everything the same. I just change that to glow. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this arrow. It's the arrow. It's the HUD. So yeah, that. Info, I don't mess with that. Show notes on map, that is kind of buggy, it doesn't always show, but whatever. Quest model, this is important. Okay, I don't like the Carbonite log. Carbonite has his own log. I don't like it. I like the normal Blizzard log. I always have. No, not always, but since they updated it. Not the last time they updated it, the time before that they updated it, that's when I started using it again. So I use Alt L instead of L. So every time I press L, it will take me to the normal log and not the Carbonite log. Show quest side by side, I don't know what that is, but the important one, I think it's not even here. Okay, I don't do auto accept and add-on turn in because I have another add-on for this, but that other add-on does not auto turn in self-completion quests. So that's important right there. I do check that for Carbonite. Broadcast quest changes. If you already use Carbonite, you don't like when it lets your party or raid know, not raid because you can't question your raid. Well, unless it's a raid quest, but it lets your party know that you completed the quest by saying whatever 1 out of 1 completed. If you don't like that, then you can just uncheck that. Everything else, I leave that there. I leave that there. I leave that. I leave that, and yeah, I leave that. So all that left the same. Watch options is the different part. The watch window is this window right here. Now this window, it does not look like this at all when Carbonite is like first installed. The first thing that you have to do is check unlock. No. I'm wrong about that. Is uncheck use a fixed size for quest watch, and that will make it sizable, and you're gonna have to reload for that. So you uncheck that. And then you can mess with it. So you can make it bigger and smaller. So I just keep it how it is right now, and then I right click, unlock, and that's how I have it. And it's scrollable, so I can scroll through it. I only need to see like the 2 or 3 quests that I have on the top. Normally you're doing 1 quest at a time now. It's not like back in the day that you would take every single possible quest and you will go to a place and you will kill everything that you see, gather everything that you gather, and you complete like 5 quests at the same time. No, it doesn't work that way anymore. It's like a follow-up quest style nowadays, which is not bad. I think it's more boring than before, but it's my opinion. It's important that you do have sync Carbonite quest with the Blizzard quest because it's different now. It's not like it used to be that like Carbonite will actually track its own things. No, actually you have to track whatever Blizzard wants you to track. I don't watch new quests. Just check. Check. Oh, auto hide finish objectives is an important one because if you don't, then it will show when you complete a quest. It will show the objectives you completed, and it just makes it. It's just annoying because you don't need to see that because you already completed it. So just hide it. The other one that we have here, the other important one that I check, is color-based objectives. So if I uncheck this, if you see, it changes. But if I do check it, it will change the color depending on how much. So if it's like collect 10 of these things, when you have 0 it's gonna be red, when you have like 5 it's gonna be yellow, and when you have like when it's completed it's gonna be green, and all the colors in between those. So that's what it is, and that's what I like. Item transparency, I don't mess with that. That's the item when you can use an item for a quest, so I don't mess with that at all. Now this is a big one, and this is one that annoys a lot of people, is the enhanced social window. I don't like the enhanced social window, so I uncheck it. For punks, I do like the punk system. The punk system is right here, the enemies you can see. One change that they did is that you can rename the title of that thing. So I call it enemies now instead of punks, because I never did like calling punks. I like being enemies. So I enable it. I don't hide it. I don't lock it. I don't think I even hide it on BGs. I think I still have it on BGs. So yeah, I have everything the same. The only thing I changed is the name of it. Team options. Enable the team hub. No. Hide the team button window. I don't even know what that is, to tell you the truth. So whatever. And the warehouse, I used to use the warehouse, but I don't anymore because I have another add-on for the warehouse. The warehouse is what tracks all your items within all your characters in a realm. So it tells you the total of your characters, the total of your gold, all that stuff. So I have another add-on for that that's already integrated in a different add-on. NPC Scan will let you know when there is a rare spawn around, also allowing you to easily mark it and target it. NPC Scan Overlay will put marks on the map to let you see where the mobs spawn or travel. Even if you're not a rare farmer or are not looking for spirit beasts or something, it is nice to be flying around or questing and all of a sudden there is a rare you can kill. NPC Scan, it's a pretty simple add-on that doesn't really need that much configuration, but it's important that you do like wipe your catch if you like seeing a lot of rares, because whenever you see a rare, whether you kill it or not killing, it's gonna scratch it off. So make sure that you are constantly wiping your catch folder. Now this is what's gonna sound like when it finds a rare. It found me. So as you can see, it puts a little thing right here, if you haven't seen this before, that when you click it, it will target your whatever it found, your NPC that found, and it will mark it right away. Now there is a way that there is another add-on that I have to do. I have so many add-ons, it's ridiculous. When you find it and you cannot, sometimes you cannot click it, that doesn't mean it's not there. It means it's there, that you need to go down and you need to try to get in range of it. And so like go around and spam it until you can actually click it, and then it's gonna mark it. So then you have to look for the sign. So yeah, that's pretty simple. So going back to the interface, NPC Scan. Now NPC Scan Overlay is another one that is a extra add-on. It's an add-on to an add-on. And the important part of this add-on is that you always show all paths, or that's what I do. So I can always see where there is gonna be rares. Alright? And so I'm gonna open the normal map, normal Blizzard map, because the other one doesn't work very well with the overlay. The Carbonite map. So right here, it will show you where the mob spawns and where they walk. So right here, there is a mob that spawns and walks around. It's a torrent looking thing, or whatever, the yak people. And there is another rare that spawns right here. Actually, that rare spawns pretty often, so let's go see if it's there. Oh, it's right there, but it's dead. As you can see, my NPC Scan didn't go off because I haven't refreshed my catch. So I've seen this guy before, and even when they're dead, it will still go off. It will still go off and tell you that it's there, but it's dead. When you click it, when you click it, you're gonna see that it's dead. So, if your NPC that you're looking for, if you're looking for an NPC, is not there, it's really easy to add this. You need to go to Wowhead, find the NPC, and find the NPC ID, which is gonna be in the actual address of the site. So it's gonna be wowhead.com/whatever/whatever, and the last little number is actually gonna be the NPC ID that you're gonna put right here. So we'll put random numbers, and then you're gonna add it with that adding button right there. And that's how you're gonna add a new NPC. Search for completed. Continue searching for all achievements and proceed, even if you no longer need it. Why not? Let's just check that. Gatherer is an awesome add-on for anyone that gathers at all. It saves the location of the herbs and nodes that you've gathered. It also feeds and receives information from other players that have this add-on in your guild, making your gathering experience much faster and easier. Now the reason why I'm flying around here is very simple. It's because Gatherer, I want to show you guys what Gatherer does. So I'm about to gather this mine right here. Alright, so I gathered it, and it added it to my database of my Gatherer app. Gatherer will save all your information, so if you want to save it, you need to go to your LUA data and save it. I'm not gonna get into that. But the thing is that you can see it just saves your information, and it also sends it to your guild members that also have this add-on. So, but what's the important thing? Other than if you look at the minimap, you can see where the the nodes are, so you can simply go follow them. There is an easier way to follow them, and we're gonna set it up right now, which is the HUD. Shift right click gatherer icon to go to the options, and we're gonna go all the way down to the HUD right here, and we're gonna enable it. As soon as I enable it, you see that there is all these things that you can actually follow, like you're playing like Follow the Dots or whatever that game is called. And we're gonna set it up how I set it up usually. I haven't set it up yet because I just barely reformatted my computer and reinstalled everything from zero because I was sick of errors. I was sick of my computer being slow. So I restarted everything from zero, including WoW. So I haven't set this up, and I didn't save any of my files. First thing, we're gonna crank this up all the way because the radius, I want it to be as far as it possibly can. Now I haven't gathered that much information. This is my mining spot, so that's why I have some mines here. And I will actually decrease the node size about 24, 25 or 24. 25 seems low now. We're gonna make him 30. Alright, 30. The horizontal offset doesn't matter. It's the vertical offset that I do like around right there. It's about minus 100, so pretty close to me. Almost like I'm the dot, but I don't like being the dot either. Now the node range is important. It's how far it will show the nodes in your zone. So I do all the way out because I want to show it as far as I can possibly do it. And then the fade out is at 60%. I always do it at 60%. Come on, 60%. Viewing angle has to be 90%, so straight up like you're looking at a map. And yep, that is that for that part right here. There is one that I hide here. Hide when I'm inside. I don't hide when I'm inside, but I do hide when I am swimming. Yes, that's the one because it's annoying. So I hide when I'm swimming, and I do not hide when I'm inside in case I go in a cave. Other than that, this right here. This has to go. Oh, the cooldown. Sorry, my bad. The cooldown has to be 900 for me, so it's about 50 minutes, I believe. What's 900? Something like that. 900. And this has to be lower because, as you can see, it's too big for that. So about 30, about the same size as nodes. You can make a little bit bigger than nodes. Oh, why not? So maybe we can make him like 40. Yeah. And now we can start gathering. So now I just play the Follow the Dots. Okay. I just go from node to node and gather around. Normally there's a lot of things here, but this time it's not. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with oh, there is one. I'm not gonna bore you guys with gathering. That is it for my map and quest add-ons video. Stay tuned for the next part where we will go over my economy and organization add-ons. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. But if you're already subscribed, come hang out with my friends and I in my live stream every Saturday at 9 PM MST. Don't forget to check the links in the description. As always, thanks for watching and good hunting.